Hi boys and girls, so for this lesson, we're going to be learning a little bit more about adding coins. So I kind of put it into several parts to help you. Okay, so don't worry about if you don't finish all the math pages. Just focus on learning it really well before you try to do the math pages. Okay, so here's a lesson on adding coins. It's on BrainPop. It's a really good one. So I prepared that for you. I also put a song to help you identify each one, the different names of them and the value. So super important. And then the next math pages, they're a pretty good start. They kind of help you out. So I'm going to go over these math pages with you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to be using Zoom to kind of write on them, yeah? Okay. So let's see. It says how much did your items cost? Color the coins you used. Okay, so first let's identify these coins. We have the 5, right? Okay, so 5 is the nickel, 5 and 5. So let's say that you had to add these coins. Okay, so just like how we did our normal adding before, you're going to put the big number in your head. So 5. Okay, you could either do this way, 5 plus 5 plus 5, and then add all the ones. Yeah, and then plus, 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 plus. Or you could do it much simpler and just count by 5s. So 5, 10, 15. So now you know that this is 15. And then just add the ones. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and just keep going and add all the ones. So whenever counting coins, always get the big ones. So just like how we learned in adding, always get the big number first and then add the smaller numbers. Yeah? Okay, so that's what you need to do in this one. You got to practice that. So it's asking a question, how much did your item cost? Okay, so it's going to ask you to look into that. Okay. And then over here, it wants you to show it 15 cents. So you could do it like how we did it in the other one, in this page right here, and show your 15 cents counting by 5s. Or you can do your cents, your pennies, and then put your 15 pennies. Okay, and then this one, it wants you to look at the value. So the song that I put on there would be super helpful for this. Okay, so just know that the brown one is a penny. So this is a penny. Yeah, a penny is worth 1 cent. Okay, and that's the little copper one. Okay, so that's the only copper coin that you have, and that's worth 1 cent. And then you have the nickel. Now, when it comes to the silver coins, you have to be super careful and look at them very carefully and what they look like. Okay, so this one has the guy in the front, and in the back, it has a little house, right? So that's a way of trying to remember it. And it's also it's bigger than a dime, so it's the one in between. So the dime is the smallest, then it's this one, and then the quarter is the biggest. So this is the one in between. Okay, so again, look at the song. It's super helpful. Then from there, you can add them together. So same here, right? They're adding the big ones first, and they're counting by 5s. And then they added the ones. So just like how I showed you before. Okay, now a really good way to practice this is to actually do it. So grab a couple nickels, grab a couple pennies, and just practice. The more you practice, boys and girls, the easier it's going to be for you. The math pages don't provide that much practice. That's why I added that other BrainPop video for you to practice. But this is a good way of just kind of breaking it down. Next week, we're going to do a little bit more of money as well. So this is just kind of like the introduction. I'm going to try and see how you guys are doing. I'm going to ask you on Friday how you guys are doing with the money and the time, or if you need more time to practice and study before your test, then we can do that too. So I'll just kind of check in with you guys on Friday, and then you let me know how you're doing with time and money, because I know we kind of just combined it in this week. But some of us might need a little more time, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so just let me know how you're doing. Okay, have a good one. Bye.